Hey everybody, you got the Philbilly here. Hey everybody, you got the Philbilly here. We're out here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, at the Mount Moriah Cemetery. The cemetery was originally for paupers, so like poor folks and whatnot. And then for like 80 years, it wasn't taken care of, and they just started mowing it here in the last since 1986. They started mowing it and taking care of it. So we're out here and we got some stuff set up. It's windy, it's kind of spitting rain. We don't know how long we're going to be out here, but we got a full crew out here. I got me, Cindy, Tom, we got Cammy out there, and I'm going to try to figure out how to turn my camera around. Any idea how to turn the camera around, Cindy? That's like a power button, isn't it?
No.
Well, it had a thing on the start of it where I could turn it around. Oh, flip camera. Here you go. Flip camera. There we go. Around. Oh, flip camera. Here you go. Flip camera. There we go. All right, we're here. Okay, we got a SB11 set up here. Oh, we got a temperature change. Maybe I should turn that temperature thing off with this wind blowing. Temperature off. Okay. It's pretty windy out here. It's already knocked over some stuff. So we got an SB11 going, dual frequency. I got FM forward. We're playing AM backwards. This is kind of odd. There we go. Only one channel's working. So we got, it sweeps through the radio frequencies. We got AM and FM both. Said something. We got AM forward and, I'm sorry, FM forward and AM backwards. We'll see if it'll say anything. And we got a cat ball over here. We've got a K2, that was also my REM pod I just set off. It's kind of spitting rain, so we're kind of real careful what kind of equipment. That was also my REM pod I just set off. It's kind of spitting rain, so we're kind of real careful what kind of equipment we're putting out. Everything wet. Cat ball. And hey, we got a cat ball going off over here. That's interesting. Yeah, it's out of the wind too. Yeah, that cat ball just like randomly went off. Pretty interesting. And this is Mr. Is that Elvin Williams? Elvin Williams, 1879 to 1938, April 16th. That's my dad's birthday. Awesome. So anyway, that cat ball went off. The one next to it did not go off. We thought a pauper cemetery would be tiny, but it's actually pretty darn big. And I'm thinking, was that a cedar tree there? Cindy, what do you think? Looks like a cedar. Pretty big cedar. But yeah, this cat ball went off over here. Mr. Elvin, are you still hanging around here at your gravesite? You got anything you want to say to us? Did that cat ball just go off?
No. As soon as you said that. Want me to bring the spirit box over here?
Yeah, if you want to bring it over here.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Was not expecting that. I really never expect anything, but when something happens, it's pretty cool. But yeah, the cat ball's still going off. Mr. Elvin. Maybe nobody comes out here much, so they're excited to interact. We're not gonna even try for EVPs because it's so windy and stuff, but I did just hear a bird. Cindy's bringing the spirit box over here. I just set it on the ground. Cat ball just went off again. This other cat ball's not going off, or the other one over there.
It's pretty peppered over here.
Mr. Elvin, if that's you messing with the cat ball, can you stop doing it? We'll see if it quits.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for... It was going off quite a bit.
Can you say anything through the radio?
Yeah, you can talk through that blinky light radio right there. It's sweeping through the frequencies. I've had kind of mixed results with that thing, so I'd keep trying it. I do have a device that would have to be manipulated. It's inside a glass bottle, but the wind's blowing so bad it's making it go off, getting false. Yeah, false readings. Okay, so I asked him to quit doing that, and it did, but we don't know. And then the next, we got a. I wonder if this is the white. Does that say Hester? I think that's Hester.
Yeah. Is it William?
Yeah, Williams. And this here is also Mr. William, Elvin, and Hester. And then over here we got what we got here? We got I think it said something. This one says something Buford. Is that Geo? Geoo. That's a weird name. Died 1870, 1908. It actually looks better on the camera than me looking at it. I'm looking at it and I can't read this just staring at it, but on my camera it comes out a little bit clearer. I don't know. So this has not went off again. Elvin, if that was you, you want to come say hello to us? Maybe make that little ball go off again? That would be pretty cool. Let's show everybody back home how big the cemetery is. It's pretty good size. We're in Bowling Green, Kentucky. This is the Mount Moriah Cemetery. It's, I believe, the oldest cemetery here in town. This one's got kind of a cool symbol. It's kind of hard to see it with all the lichens growing there. Interesting symbol. Another Buford. And then this one I can't really tell. Catherine something. We came back here to the oldest part of the cemetery. Some more old stones over there. We just set up a few things. It's kind of spitting rain and windy. We didn't know if we were going to be able to make it out here. So we thought we'd pop in for a little bit. We've been wanting to get out. The weather's been pretty cold, and we got a little warm spell today, so we're like, let's go. So here we are. Well, do you think old Elvin's done? Elvin, can you come back and see us, buddy? We just come to hang out and see how you're doing. It sounds like something's trying to come through. Yeah, we may have to play it back and see what he said. Hello? Elvin, did you go by the Elvinator? If you have pointy ears, does that mean you're Elvin-like? Santa Claus uses a lot of Elvin people. Hello, Elvin. Come in, Elvin. Over. Phil Billy to Elvin. Come in, Elvin. I heard a thank you. I understood that one. Did you? What do you think about that, Cindy? Woman's voice?
Cool. Yeah.
Woman's voice?
Definitely.
We think we heard a woman said thank you. That was pretty cool. Usually we can't hardly understand this thing, but we actually got a word that we can understand. That was pretty cool. Well, thank you too, Elvin. Are you saying thank you because we come out here to see you? You know what would be awesome, Elvin? If you made that cat ball go off again, buddy. We don't even know if it's Elvin. It could be someone who's still coming here to visit Elvin, like years and years after he passed away.
Somebody more wanting to talk right by here.
Yeah. There's another really big tree here. Pretty big. And we got it.
You can see this empty area.
Yeah,
I guarantee this is
we think
full of
there's graves out here too, where it looks empty, but we don't think it is. I do see my K2 meter over there, but it's green, but it hasn't went to any other. I'm gonna walk away for just a second. Do a walkabout. Got a little bit of wild onions over here. It's raining a little bit. The wind is dying down, thankfully. It's nice. We've got a K2 here, cap ball. We've got a little rim pot there. Anything walks by it'll go off. These pick up on electromagnetic energy. They're also seismic. They take the shielding out of these, so like if I were to bang it around, see how the lights go off. And then this one, I'm gonna make it go off, everybody. Get ready. I'm gonna put my hand by it. See how there you get close. Live action right there. That's what I'm talking about. Got some pretty gnarly roots coming through here. So you know what's going on under the ground with these stones leaning like that. You can only imagine what's going on under the ground and with those roots and the graves. Got Cindy over there hanging out. So we're in Bowling Green, Kentucky, Mount Moriah Cemetery. This was a pauper cemetery. Paupers, like if you're a poor folk back in the day, this is where you got buried. A lot of these folks didn't even have a casket. They would end up with just roll you up in a cloth, and that was your grave. A lot of these graves aren't even marked. They're just like you can walk through here and feel the depression, so you know there's more out here than what's marked. This one here looks like some kind of family plot. It's got it's marked off here. Got a little square going around. Barclay. I think I had a credit card one time by the Barclay. I think that's a bank. See, looks like Stacy maybe? Barclay. What'd it say? The spirit box said a bad word? Yeah. What is drop an F-bomb or what? What did it say, Cindy? Or you don't want to say it? Huh? Oh. Okay. Yeah, it said a derogatory word. Wow. Well, and that cat ball hasn't went off again. After I asked him to stop doing it, it has not went off. Hey, Elvin, could you make that cat ball start going off again? That would be really impressive. Maybe I shouldn't ask him to quit, because now it ain't went off again. But it just like went off random, like we were over there and like it just went off.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of an interesting stone over here. The kind of interesting shape. Is that like a military insignia? Something, is that? I think that's military. OSON. Huh.
That's how to get buried here.
No, is that Barren River back there? I don't know if this thing will zoom. Oh, it will zoom. Okay. We think that's Barren River back there, isn't it?
I have no clue. I don't know. But
Yeah, the river comes through town. Barren River. We're in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
I'm from Louisville and don't have a clue.
Interesting lichens growing on this stone. Those round ones. Pretty interesting.
This person passed away in 1957.
1957. That's probably why their stone's a little more modern looking. What do you think this symbol is here? It almost looks like a hand with one finger up, but it's not, it's not like the middle finger. It's like,
I know, but more like this.
like I'm number one, come on. Buford Marie Buford. There's some other kind of symbol here. You have to come out here with some baking soda and some of that special cleaner. Maybe get some results.
Yeah, they're pretty much.
The reason we came over here is that cat ball went off, so that's why we got some equipment going over here, but I don't... Elvin, you want to come back and talk to us, buddy? Anything you want to say? This tombstone's Elvin. Elvin Williams. Not Evan Williams. Evan Williams, you need some ice for that. You guys can talk to us through this little radio over here. This black box with the antenna coming out, you can speak to us through that if you want to. Oh. Elvin, is that you, buddy? That's been off. That's literally been off for a while. Like it was off.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything for a long time.
What do you think about that, Cindy?
I think it's pretty cool. Third time it's done it.
Yeah. What do you think's going on out here?
I think something wants to communicate with us.
Do you think they're the spirits of the departed that are buried here, and that somehow you're tied back to where your last resting place was? Or do you think these are spirits that been coming here to visit people, and after they die, they don't know anything else, and they just keep coming back to visit people even after they're gone?
I would hate to think that they're stuck here and it's just a cemetery.
Well, maybe they just visit.
That's what I would hope.
Because I've known people that had houses, like their house would be active, and they hear like the back door open every night, like somebody comes in from home from work. And well, what if that person leaves every day and goes to visit a cemetery and comes home every day? We don't know. If they, surely if they could travel around the earth. Thank you for making that ball go off there, Mr. Elvin.
Can you do it one more time for us? So we'll know for. Can you do it one more time for us? So we'll know for sure that it's somebody else.
Yeah, if you do it again, that would be awesome. So my mom lives in Illinois, and they take care of 2 cemeteries, and they live in a little farm town. It's up north of Decatur there, way out there where it's flat and it's black dirt and the wind blows constantly. They got a lot of wind farms up there. Anyway, she has regular folks that come. They come every week. She's got one guy comes on Tuesday, and she's got another guy comes on Thursday to come see their departed wives, that they're widowers. And then she has another guy that his wife passed away recently. He was coming out every day for like a couple months. It was so, just dealing with the grief and everything. But some of these guys have been coming out for years. Like it's a daily thing or weekly for them. And I'm just wondering, because we were in a cemetery one night and we got the word visitor. And then we got the name Amelia. And we looked every stone in that cemetery and we looked up the records. There was no one by the name of Amelia buried there. So we're wondering, coming to visit. Yeah, that's what we're wondering. Elvin, you think you got to muster up enough energy to get that ball to go off again? Because we would be really impressed. If that wind would die down a little more, I'd get my spinner jug spirit bottle out. I try to use bottles that had spirits in them, so keep the spirit theme. We do have cowbells we could put out, but I'm afraid with this wind, we could get a false positive. Yeah. And Cammie already said that they're already in the truck because it's raining, but they can't deal with it. It's just a little mist. It's not that bad. They're over there. We're waving at you. Our other halves are over there, like they're like, we're gonna get wet. We might melt. Ugh. Look, I think she passed out of sleep. Look, she don't even see me waving. That might be something just said something over here. Did you hear it? Hello? Are you laughing at our friends over there sleeping? I'm gonna walk away for a minute and see if something. Sometimes I walk away and stuff happens. I don't know why. Sometimes when I'm around, action just stops. Oh look, now they're gonna wake up. Ha 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 ha. You guys are lightweights. You need to come out here and experience this. Our cat ball went off. Our cat ball went off like 3 times, and I said, could you make it stop? And it stopped for a long time, and then it started up again. So I walked away, and I left Cindy Lou Who over there by herself. I don't think nothing's going to get her out here in the daytime. We're doing a daytime investigation out here, folks, because it's supposed to shut down at dusk. They locked the gate, so we're hoping they don't lock us in here, but if they did, that would be interesting. But anyway, that's why we're doing a daytime investigation. Spirits don't have to be of a night, but if you're looking for stuff that self-illuminates, you're better off of a night with your night vision and whatnot. But during the day, not so much. But you can get action anytime, day or night. Spirits, I don't think you even know if it's day or night.
It said something.
You?
Yeah.
It said you?
But it said something before that I didn't.
Did it say you? Did it say euphoria?
No, just plain you is all I heard.
If it said euphoria, my cousin Miranda's in a band called Euphoria from Illinois, and they're really good. If you guys ever want to look up Euphoria, it's just the letter U and then Foria, Foria. They're really good. She's got a TikTok on here. She's done some duets with like Alicia Keys, Tim McGraw. The duets. It's pretty cool. But yeah, if Euphoria, that would be my cousin's over in Illinois. She's on a they had her on Good Morning America. And let's see what else. Oh, Today Show, she works at Cracker Barrel as a waitress for like 20 years. And they always get her to come sing happy birthday because like they don't want to sing happy birthday. So and they know she sings. So she sang happy birthday, and like this guy saw it and it went viral. And like next thing you know, yeah, Today Show had her on and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then Cracker Barrel came and did a LP for her. Like her first LP, it's got like 4 songs. The Cracker Barrel did it. It's called the Play It Forward program, or Pay It Forward program. And some of their employees that they feel are talented or whatever and deserving, but anyway, if anybody cares to look that up, it's Miranda Wilmore, Euphoria. Shout out to my cousin. I use some of her songs on some of my little TikToks. I wonder if this is part of the Buford family. It's just is that a B or an E? I think it's an E. Could it be E for Elvin? Elvin, is this your Big E over here, buddy? Did you go by Big E when you were still running around on the earth? He's saying something. I can't figure it out. Do we want to try like Necro, or we'd have to do it on a different phone though? I watch guys do these TikToks on here sometimes, and they'll like have like their necrophonics going. I don't know if they're using 2 phones, or I don't know how to get my apps to play on here live so you folks can watch it and see my app going. Like, because we've got necrophonics and we got an SLS. I may break that out here in a minute since it's quit raining. See if there's anything going on over here. We did get a cat ball though, go off about 3-4 times. Elvin, can you make that ball go off again, buddy? Every once in a while a word comes through, but You want to talk to us? Anybody got questions back at home they want us to ask? We'll gladly ask them. We'll ask anything you want. We don't hold back. Something said just started or something. We're toward the back of the cemetery. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. When they said pauper cemetery, and it hadn't been mowed in like 80 years, and they just started mowing it back in like 1986. I thought, well, it's going to be pretty small, but it's not. There's actually a cemetery here in Bowling Green it's like in between, behind a bunch of houses, an alley. They can't really get equipment in there. They actually bring goats in there to mow it. We may do a live there sometime, but they put the goats in there, and the goats stay in there for like a week and chew up all the grass and all the weeds and everything and mow it. It's kind of an eco-friendly way to do it. I thought it said don't go, but we're still here. We haven't left yet, buddy. You have necrophonics? You think we could hear it? Should we shut this down and try that? All right, we're gonna shut this thing down. And we may, we're gonna try some necrophonics. See if we get anything. Okay. What's that?
Do you have earphones?
Oh, you want to do earphones? Well, then we can't hear what it's saying.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna. You guys can do this at home. We like Necrophonics, the utility app. We don't use any apps that say entertainment.
Okay, what would you like to do?
Hit start. That's what I usually do. There you go. Anybody out here want to say hello to us?
Yeah.
Did it say yeah? Is it going to be louder? Is that loud as it goes?
That's as loud as it goes.
Hopefully they can hear it back home. Elvin, was that you making the ball go off, buddy?
It's something.
I like the Necrophonics because you have all these different voices. It's not just like a canned voices.
Mm-hmm.
Elvin, are you still hanging around here, or are you a visitor to this cemetery? Gerald or Daryl?
That's what I thought it was Gerald.
Heard a bird going off. That sounds like a cardinal. We can go back over here by Elvin and see if we get any action. Elvin, can you hear us from over there? So I live by a school. I went out in the schoolyard before and played necro, and it didn't do anything. It just makes little random noises, no words, nothing. But when we get around active locations, it seems like we get more words. So we've had a few validations where it'll pick up the name of someone who passed away there. And we'll also, I like to use, I don't have an obelisk. I know another guy that has an obelisk, but we've used necrophonics and obelisks at the same time. And we would get, the obelisk would pick out of words that went along with what was going on. So like necrophonics, this necrophonics app, it got the guy's name one time. And then the obelisk device said crushed neck, hurt, help. And then we got the guy's name on the necrophonics. So then the family said, stop, you got to stop. I'm like, okay, what's going on? They're like, that was our dad's name, and he died after a tornado. He was working on the roof, and the metal fell off and fell on his neck and crushed his neck. And he was laying there, and that's how he passed away. So we're like, all in a matter of minutes, we got crushed neck, hurt on the obelisk, and we got the man's name on the necrophonics. So that was pretty interesting. That wind's picking back up again, Cindy.
I know.
It was pretty sad.
Yeah, I didn't like not being able to move somebody on if they wanted to go.
So what Cindy's talking about is if somebody's staying around for one reason or whatever another, sometimes they need to go. Like they want to go, but they're hanging around. So this particular man, his wife was pretty ill, and we think he was hanging around, waiting around for her, like to help her make it to the other side, so to speak. But that was Necrophonics app we were using. Oh, we got some people walking dogs over there. Not spirits, actual people. Actual people walking their dogs. I don't see any extra spirits walking behind them or anything. That would be freaky if one popped up behind them. You don't know that it might be walking with you through here, you know. Especially if it's a visitor. I thought it said something.
Okay, and I couldn't make out.
Sometimes we can't make out what it's saying. Pretty good sized cemetery. You want to do this, and I'll go narrate a little bit, and I'll go get the SLS. We'll see if we get anything.
Okay.
Cindy's going to take over a little bit. I'm going to go get some more equipment out. We're going to see if we can pick up something out here with if my SLS will work. The battery was a little low on that thing, so we're going to see what we can do.
I'll just walk around here and give you a little view of how many stones I think are missing, because I guarantee there are stones that are not shown yet.
Show them this thing.
Okay.
They can make these themselves, or somebody. They can make these themselves, or if somebody wants one, I'll make you one. I'll make you one and send it to you. So I call this my spinner in a jug, my spinner jug or spirit jug. Basically, the whole premise is you've got a spinner, just like you get off a fishing lure. It's got a swivel, and there's a copper coil that goes through the cork, goes into the top, and it's like an antenna. And then I've got a Tektite on here. If people don't know what a Tektite is, when a meteorite impacts the earth, it hits the ground and makes a crater, and all the rock and sand and gravel, anything around that, gets blasted and melted, and it looks like this bumpy little piece of glass. So they're supposed to bring in universal energy. I've tried tritium balls, I've tried crystals, and this Tektite seems to have, I've had better results. I carried this thing around for 2 years before I finally got it to move, and it would move real slow. And then we had it kind of flicker like this one time, and it's went off twice. So don't expect something to happen every time you go out. And I was beginning to wonder if it was ever going to go off, but when it does, it's pretty cool. But it's not like you see on some of these shows where they get something happening every single time they go out. It don't happen like that. So I was going to put this out, but there's just enough wind out here. I'm afraid we'll get a false reading. The wind wasn't blowing. The spinner jug, it would definitely go out. This is my second jug. The first one we were at a place and it actually moved. It was flickering. The second time it ever went off, I got home, the whole bottom of that bottle had broke out, and it was really thick. It was about 1 inch thick glass. So
oh wow,
it might have just wore out from being hauled around.
I don't know.
But this is a device we would put out if it wasn't windy.
The rain is starting to let up, but this place is just huge. Hello everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm walking back over to Phil. I think he's looking for more equipment. Yeah.
What?
Do you have snacks?
No. Why?
My sugar's low.
Oh, unless she does.
I need a skirt.
She might have.
I don't know. I don't want to take this to Cammy.
Okay. I guess we're getting some equipment or something. We're going to try to break out this SLS system, but we may have to cut her short here because it's getting dark and we're going to have it's going to be toward dusk. And then the other thing is they may come and run us out of here. Cindy's I think she's taking a break. Sorry, folks. What's going on over there? What chips she wants? They're just chips. We got chips. Cindy's sugar's going a little low, folks. We may have to abort mission here in a minute. If one of my team's having an issue, we're going to abort mission. We got some chips. You want to try some chips? I got all different flavors. Yeah, I got these Japanese tater chips, some really wild flavors. That one is.
This one looks okay.
That one's crawfish flavor. This one's
crawfish.
Spicy fried chicken flavor. What else we got here? Yeah, I got some. I wanted to try them because they're crazy, weird flavors.
Where did you find them at?
The gas station. We're into all kind of weird stuff, even weird tater chips. What do you got?
Fried crab flavors.
Fried crab. That sounds delicious. Stale Cracker cooks crabs on here all the time, and I bet he fries them, especially soft shells.
Roasted cumin lamb skewer flavor.
Okay, we want to try the spicy chicken. What's your reaction?
Tastes like fried chicken.
Good, bad?
They're pretty good.
Pretty good?
Tastes like fried chicken.
It has a hint of that for sure.
You need to eat a handful of them, or you need some candy or something,
or
or
a whole fucking bag and a couple more bags.
Well,
I need a real Coke or something.
Well, do we need to stop and abort?
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Cindy's sugar's going low. I don't think the chips are going to do it. I'm not sure why we don't have extra snacks with us, but we just ran over here, so we're not very far. It's like a gas station over here, so we are going to abort mission, and we'll tune in again sometime, but we got to go get her something to get her sugar up. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody.